Welcome. This is Phin, and I'm excited to be with you folks today. We're going to talk about how we can get through this craziness, this crazy emotional time, feeling good about ourselves afterwards, because isn't that the goal? I want to survive this and feel good that I got through this whole thing the right way. So a little bit about my background. I've had the opportunity to do presentations for over 6,000 CEOs and work with a lot of their companies. I talk a lot about emotional intelligence and managing people and leadership. And I coach a lot of those executives too. And what I'm going to share with you today is the same thing I've been sharing with them as I've been helping coach them through all of this. I figured the meetings industry is my tribe. I'm a speaker. I'm reliant on you folks. How can I support you right now? And hopefully we get to see each other on the other side of all of this. All right. So when I think about how we get through all of this, number one, in order to give ourselves what I call a frame to walk through all of this, we got to keep that simple. And I like to keep it to rule of three. So you use a lot of rule of three in a lot of things here. And there's three words that'll help us get through all of this. And the first word is responsibility. That's the logical left brain, intelligent thing that we have to do right now is be responsible, 100% responsible. We don't give away any of our responsibility to anybody else, not to the government, not to a family member, not to our bosses, not to anybody else. We are 100% fully responsible for ourselves right now. If there's help available, that's part of our responsibility to go get it, right? Because what we don't want as we go through all of this is to end up with some regret, guilt, or remorse at the end of it because we know we weren't completely responsible right now. And this conversation is not just about work and meeting planning, it's about home, because I know that's as crazy as any place right now. You may be like me, I got a college student working out of the house right now. It's kind of nuts for all of us. My sons, both grandkids, going to school out of their house, and they're both working out of the house. So how insane is that for everybody? Just probably like a lot of you right now. So what do I need to do to be responsible? Ask myself that question. And if I feel satisfied with the answer, good. Then I've done what I need to do to be responsible. I can let go of that. All right. The second word is grace. That's kind of the overriding right brain emotional intelligence, all that languaging. I use the word emotional energy a lot. That's the overriding concept. I want to show up gracefully as I go through all this, because you know if you show up other than gracefully, you end up with the guilt, regret, and remorse again, right? So we want to kind of take that out of a stressful situation, not make things worse. So how am I going to show up through this gracefully? And that's where I'm going to spend most of the 30 minutes today. Now, the third word as we get through all of this is creativity. Creativity is what gets us out from being stuck. So it's kind of funny. We were talking about last year's meetings.net magazines. I'm looking through some issues to see where we were just a year from now. And now everybody just rocking it. And then boom, complete surprise for everybody. So we're all taken aback by this whole thing. And the only way we get out of it and deal with the new norm, if you will, is with creativity. So we can look to what other meeting planners have done. We can look at what the event software is doing to allow us to give more creative applications and ways for people to connect with each other. So there's a lot of creative things we can do right now, including having brainstorming sessions with each other, which I highly recommend.